Hey artist, are you just starting out as an artist trying to paint, or you have been painting for a while? There are common mistakes that upcoming artists make, and trust me, I've been there and made some of these mistakes. I'll be sharing 10 common mistakes that upcoming artists make and how you could avoid them. Number 10 is very important, so make sure you watch this video to the end so you can learn from these mistakes. Number 1 is avoiding fundamentals. A lot of creatives just jump on painting hyperrealism or painting realism painting without learning fundamentals like perspective, light and shadow, without learning fundamentals like anatomy. So all of these fundamentals are very good as an upcoming artist. It helps you to build a very strong foundation. If you learn all of this, you'll be so amazed how your art is going to turn out in the long run. Number 2 is comparing yourself too much. A lot of creatives compare themselves to well-known creatives on social media. Have you been on social media to see a hyper-realistic artwork and you be like, I can never get to this level? I've also been there. I see a lot of artist works that inspire me, and it makes me feel like, when am I going to be this good? It's not so good to compare yourself to a very known artist. They also have their own beginning. If you check their past work from when they started, it's not as that good. So you are starting up to, you are a work in progress. Learn to appreciate your work and compare your work to your past works and not other people's artworks. When you compare your works to your past works, it helps you to see the improvement and helps you to know what next you need to work on yourself as an artist. Number 3 is inconsistent practice. Some artists don't take their practice seriously. That is, they just draw for 5 minutes in 5 days. Like after the first day, it's till the next 5 days before they tend to pick up their paper and sketch pad to draw. That doesn't make you grow fast. What makes you grow fast is consistent practice. At least drawing for at least 15 minutes per day. Make it consistent. Make sure you show up every day. This will help you grow and help you build your art skills better. You could increase the time. You could make it 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, depending on your schedule, depending on how free you are. But at least make sure you draw every day. This is the way to make you grow faster. Number 4 is avoiding feedback and criticism. A lot of upcoming artists don't want their arts to be criticized. I know how you feel when people criticize your work. It doesn't make you feel any better. Likewise me. But these are the genuine feedbacks that could help us grow. You need to get people to let you know the wrong proportion, the wrong choice of colors you have been using. All of this can help you look into your artwork and make it better. I know it feels so good to hear compliments like, wow, this art is great, this is so beautiful. But in the other way around, it is also good to have genuine criticism. So you can always share your art in an art community or with any other person to check it out, because you might not see what the next person will see in your art. And when you get comments and criticism like this, it helps you grow better. Number 5, myself, I've made this mistake a lot, is ignoring the business part. When I was starting out as an artist, I never focused on the business part of my art. All I just want to do is to learn how to be so good at my art and make sure I'm really super good and people likes my art. I used to have this mindset that, oh, if you are so good, people will come to patronize and buy from you. But art doesn't work really like that. You need to take the business part as seriously as you are taking your practice seriously. So the two has to go hand in hand. You have to learn marketing and sales of your art. You need to learn how to talk to people about your art. You need to learn how to make people value and appreciate what you do. If not, people are going to look down on your art and you are not going to really make that much sales from your art. If you are looking out for where or who to teach you how to market your art or how to value your art, how to sell your art, you can follow the Chris Do on YouTube or Instagram. He talks a lot about how creatives can make money from what they do. So you can learn a lot of skills from the Chris Do. It will definitely help you to grow the marketing and sales part of your art. Take your art business seriously. It is as important as being so good as drawing or painting. Number 6, undervaluing your work. This is a challenge that a lot of upcoming artists face, because while starting out, you really don't have any client, and what you are looking for is one or two persons to buy your art or to commission you for a piece. So you would always hear comments from clients like, can you do it for free? It's definitely going to give you exposure. Don't fall for this trap, because once you fall for it, every other person that comes from this client will always want you to do it for free or do it for less. Always find a significant amount that you can tax to your art as the value of your art, which is going to be worth your time and effort for the piece you have made. Number 7 is chasing trend only. Now, it's not so bad to chase trend, but some artists do this the wrong way a lot. Let's take for instance, an artist wants to jump on a comedy trend and there's no kind of artistic touch in it. When you're jumping on trend, make sure you bring your artistic touch onto the trend, because the challenge is once that video that you're jumping on that is a trend goes viral, your audience will always come back to watch similar content. Let's say you jump on a comedy trend and there is no bit of artistic touch on it, your audience will always want to come to watch comedy on your channel, which makes you lose your value as an artist. It makes you lose your touch as an artist. They will not recognize you for being an artist but being a comedian. So it is very advisable, if you want to jump on trend, try to put objects or things that makes people know that you are an artist into that trend you are trying to do. And I would advise not to jump on trend only. Do things that that foster your growth as an artist, because with time your videos are going to go viral and you'll be so happy that you are doing what you love rather than doing trend which is out of what you love. So if you are jumping on trend, make sure you are doing it correctly. Number 8 is fear of failure. A lot of upcoming artists avoid posting their works, joining competition, going for contests, because they are afraid of what people are going to say about their art. Regardless of what people are going to say about your art, learn to do all of these things, because when you hear a no, it's just like a feedback for you to correct something about your art or your process, and which will help you grow better and faster. So no is one way to yes. If you get people to say no to you, maybe no that you are not eligible for the exhibition, or no they are not buying your art, is not a total failure. It's just a feedback for you to grow better, so that when you grow to a certain stage, they will be willing to collaborate with you or exhibit your art or even want to buy your art. Number 9 is not networking. This is one of the mistakes that I made also growing up as an artist. I don't go out to art exhibitions or go to communities where you meet people. It could be an outing of random people. Just make sure you network with people, because people buy from you because they actually know you. So it's just like finding a network of people that will either buy your work or probably talk about you to somebody that is going to buy. So it's very essential for an upcoming artist to network, move along with people that are valuable. Try to go to events, attend events where you have valuable people. Talk to people and let people know you for what you do, not just people knowing you for who you are. Let people know you that you're an artist, and let them know that you do art for a living. The 10th one, which is very important, is no personal branding. So many upcoming artists don't focus on building a personal brand. Art is like storytelling. People follow you as much as they follow your work. So you need to have a kind of identity. Not really a style, but something that people can know about you. There's a way you have add a touch of personality to how you put yourself out there, or how you paint your art and put it out there. Your personal branding is your voice, is how people recognize you. So it's very good as an upcoming artist to focus on that. Now, if you are wondering how you could build a personal brand, and if you want to know how I've been building a personal brand for myself, kindly click on the video on the screen to watch how I'm building a personal brand for myself. Making mistakes is part of the journey, but it's not so good to be stuck at it. Now you are aware of these mistakes. If you are making any of these mistakes, try to work on it and correct yourself. If you have any of these mistakes that you have been making, kindly drop it in the comment section. And if you have any other mistakes that you feel every other artist needs to learn from, kindly drop it in the comment section. Don't forget to share this with an artist friend that might learn from this. Thank you. See you on my next video. Bye.